The train. The brakes of the train screech as trillions of air molecules simultaneously burst into flame. My arms flail like the tentacles of a blind octopus desperately grasping in the void, finding nothing to stop my body's forward momentum. A million-degree fountain of molten iron blinds my eyes as it violently separates from the train wheels and track. A deafening gush of wind replaces the screech of metal against metal. And with one final bang, I pass through the hatch and tumble like a ragdoll along the tracks, coming to a sudden stop in the soft sand. I still don't grasp what's happened. My eyes lock onto the train, still pulsating down the track. Its brakes have now released their grips on the tracks. The train regains its speed as it completely ignores my desperate calls for it to return. Standing up, I survey with a slow 360-degree spin the desolated mountain area I've been ejected to. I catch the final light from the caboose as the train turns into a narrow ravine and is eventually swallowed into a long tunnel. Until now, I've only seen the tunnel from inside the safety of the train. But now, it's as if the train never existed. Silence fills the damp air as I blindly walk toward the tunnel in the pitch black night. Something isn't right. I was so careful to stay near the track, but now the track is gone. I was checking the track every few meters, and each time the track was still there. How could it be gone? I searched for it in vain. If only I had my cell phone or even a match, I'm sure I could catch light reflecting off of the track. I was so focused on the train tracks that I hadn't noticed that the moon, which was full when we left the station, was now nowhere to be seen. Even more worrying was the complete lack of stars in the sky. I squinted, searching for stars. I covered one eye, then covered the other, and I could still see no light. But now I've got bigger problems than a missing train track or a missing moon. The rocks below my feet, they're also gone. I bent down to touch the ground, expecting damp dirt, but I was met with a smooth surface similar to, I would say glass, but glass is a familiar feel. And the ground, now it feels like something new. The pitch black void I'm in offers no clues as to which direction I should even walk. So why should I even walk at all? Moving forward? Forward to where? Nothing makes sense. I stop. There's no wind, no light, no sound, and no ground. There's no ringing of sound in my ears, and now there is no sound at all emitting from my body. Did I make it off the train? Is this my death? I sat down, but I'm not sure if I was sitting or laying at this point. The ground offered no pressure, and I thought perhaps I was suspended in the dark. I should be frightened. I suppose this should be the most terrifying moment in my life. But it's the exact opposite. I am at 100% equilibrium with the air, gravity, and even the dark. But now I realize I'm not alone.
Welcome to the now.
The now?
Yes, this is now.
If this is now, what happens next?
There is no next or future. We exist, and that existence is the now.
Okay, but what about the past?
There is no such thing as the past. What you call the past is merely a way of organizing your experiences during life. This organization of these experiences is not here in the now. There is no past. There never was.
Did I die on the train?
You are as you were on the train.
But why can't I feel the ground or the air? And I don't even think I'm breathing.
You are no longer constrained by your life.
So, I am dead, right?
You are back to the now. And soon, you will have memories of all other times you chose to be constrained by life.
The other times?
Yes, amongst many, you are quite the challenger, and have chose life now over 300 times.
Chose? I chose life?
Yes, many choose not to live. It's considered quite a hassle.
So, if I chose life, does that mean I can choose to go back to the train?
Not exactly. You can't directly choose any life. Instead, you merely choose to live. You will cease from being in the now. Your new life cycle will begin. It's very possible you will again be on a train, but it might not be the same train, and it won't be the same life.
So you mean I could be reincarnated?
No. You are the same incarnation. You are you. But your circumstances will change. You will not remember your experiences until, again, you are in the now.
How will my circumstances change if I choose life again?
You cannot and will not know, as there are infinite circumstances all intertwined with unlimited variation. Your life could be one of great joy, or one of great pain, or a trillion other different circumstances.
We existed in silence for many moments. I had another question. In fact, I had many more, but it didn't feel important or worthy of asking. As I existed in the silent darkness, I could feel long-gone memories coming into clarity in my mind. Now I could see the entirety of my last life, and I could also see hundreds of other lives I had experienced. I could feel each death, each birth, each time that I failed or succeeded, felt pain, or felt joy. They were clearly accessible in my mind. I have actually been on 22 continental trains like the one I was on today. I have been married hundreds of times and divorced. Each one of my circumstances in each one of my lives was completely different from the others. I reflected on everything that happened on the final train that day, and the events that led me to getting on that train. The death of my wife. The complete loneliness that I felt when I boarded that train. And I realized, I don't want to feel that ever again. My thoughts shifted. I now see every time I held one of my children in my arms, minutes after they were born. It seems I had a higher ratio of daughters in my experiences. I've been both a father and a mother, and I've been witness to many beautiful and many tragic moments with my many children. And the experience of birthing children was profound, to say the least. I skipped through hundreds and hundreds of moments of pure joy and pure devastation. The being interrupted my thoughts.
Do you have any more questions?
No, I see it all now.
Good. And what do you choose?
The choice was obvious. I choose life.
Good. I look forward to seeing you in the now once again, and I look forward to your stories.
My stories?
Yes, you tell the best stories at dinner. Maybe next time you will stay longer.
Maybe I will. No more words were spoken. The being was gone. A vibration began pulsating. My well-organized memories became harder to recall, and soon there was nothing but a weak, methodic pumping sound. I no longer comprehend who or what or where I am. Every pump was new. And so began my next life. The life that I chose to live. The Train, read and written by George Trombley. This has been a Tissue Box Channel production.